Welcome back. I'm here with Football League editor Pascal Lemaire to talk about Ipswich versus Sheffield Wednesday. We'll start with Ipswich. How do they not beat Brentford?
Yeah, it's a really disappointing start to the season for Ipswich. They go to Brentford, who many people are expecting to do quite well. They look pretty comfortable for 90 minutes, 2-0 up going into the into injury time, and then concede 2 goals, 92nd and 96th minute. Yeah, a crushing blow for them. I think most fans would have said beforehand, going to Brentford is quite a tough start. Both of the sides of the two teams who were beaten in the playoff semi-finals last year, I think they might have taken a draw in that one, but given the game that Ipswich, they did well in the game, scored 2 goals, and Ryan Fraser scoring on his debut as well. He's been really impressive for Ipswich, coming in on loan from Burnley. But yeah, to not win the game, it is very disappointing, and especially you see what Brentford have done now, going and losing 4-0 to Oxford in midweek. I think Brentford isn't quite right there at the moment. Dijkhuizen's still got a lot of moulding to do with all the new signings he's got, and I think Ipswich might look back on that and think, yeah, we really should. I mean, it might cost them. If say they come up short of promotion playoffs at the end of the season, they might look back on that and think, God, it's a real big blow losing. It feels like a loss, but draw in that one.
They did bounce back in the League Cup, Mick McCarthy's first ever cup win in charge of Ipswich.
Yeah, the cup record for Ipswich in the last since he came in, and even the last 4 or 5 years, has been terrible. Like, they usually go out in the first round to lower league opposition, but they welcomed Stevenage at home, and at half-time Stevenage are winning 1-0. It was a very fortunate own goal. The Stevenage guy goes through, hits the keeper, and then comes back, hits Christoph Berra. Quite fortunate there. But Ipswich came back in the second half. Mick McCarthy made 10 changes for that for the game, so a lot of changes he made there, and that's the thing that I think Ipswich's difference about them this season. They've got a lot more strength and depth. They lost Tyrone Mings, one of their best players, to Bournemouth, but apart from that, they've got a lot of depth now up front. Daryl Murphy, they've kept him. They've got Brett Pittman now. He impressed. McGoldrick was very impressive in the cup game, and I mentioned Ryan Fraser. He came on and really made a difference in that game. I think he set up 1 goal and then played a key part in the other one as well. So he's certainly a key player for them. They almost went to extra time. There was a weird incident right at the end. The referee pointed to the spot for a Stevenage penalty, but then it seemed that the Ipswich players managed to persuade him to change his mind, or the linesman might have changed his mind. But I think it's Teddy Sheringham, Stevenage boss, was really angry after that because the ref had pointed to the spot and then reversed his decision. But like you say, first ever cup win. I think the Ipswich fans would certainly like a cup run. It's been a long time. I mean, they got to I think it was the semi-finals when they lost to Arsenal in the League Cup. I think it was 4 years ago. So it'd be nice for a run like that. But I think the league is the big thing for Ipswich this season, and it was an okay start at Brentford. They would have liked to win that one, but at home they'll be fancying this one.
As for Wednesday, it's been a very encouraging start for them.
Yeah, new manager Carlos Carvalhal. Yeah, a lot of change there this summer. Chansiri, he's certainly pulled his money out, and he's signed a lot of. He's been abroad. Portuguese links that Carvalhal's got. There's some players like Matthias, João, João scored his first goal in the midweek win over Mansfield Town, 4-1 in the Capital One Cup. That was impressive, but it was the win at the weekend against Bristol City that really impressed me. At Hillsborough, Bristol City, they've just come up. They did brilliantly. They romped away with League One last year, Bristol City, and Wednesday really shut them down in that one. Didn't give them too much. Got the 2 goals, and they were pretty impressive in that game. I thought Matthias, he wasted a couple of chances, but he looked very bright. He scored 17 goals, I think it was, in the Portuguese top flight last year from a wide left position. So he's clearly got bags of talent, and I think this is a massive game for them because Ipswich last year they had as many points as anyone else at home. So this is the sort of game where Wednesday, if they really think they can sort of make a tilt for the playoffs, this is the sort of game where they can really test themselves. But it's been a great start for them.
Do you think they can test Ipswich? What's your score prediction?
I think it'll be quite a tight game. Yeah, Ipswich they did look good against Brentford until that late collapse. But I think, like I said, Ipswich, they're usually very good at Portman Road. I think they had as many points as Middlesbrough there last year. 50 of their points came at home, and I think they'll just edge this one 2-1.
So Sportsman going for a 2-1 win for Ipswich.